Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. That Quisling turncoat traitor, Starmer, has delivered a missive, if you will, on X. Still call it Twitter, don't we? Wherein he's been boasting of his achievements. But when you look at what he's said, it becomes readily apparent that this strange man has been delving deeply into what I like to call Starmer's little bag of bullshit and spin, because he's made this quote on X. He said, instead of waiting in long queues at passport control, Brits travelling to Europe will now be able to use e-gates so you can start your holiday sooner. Not that he knows what a holiday is, of course, because he's a miserable, joyless oik, isn't he? But anyway, that's what he says. Oh, you can do this, right? That sounds marvellous. Except, of course, I went through e-gates yesterday and have done so last 4 or 5 times I've travelled. This is nothing new. However, and this is even weirder, and he's talking about this despite the fact that, in fact, in the EU, there is no EU-wide agreement on e-gates. Some countries have them, some countries don't. There's no obligation in the EU to have them. And so and you can go and do this and start it's bullshit. Depends where you're going. I was in Cyprus. They have e-gates. You go, boom, look at, put your passport in, look at the camera, gives a little printout. You go up to the gate, there's still a man there, looks, but you have to hand him the piece of paper. He looks at the piece of paper and puts it straight through. He doesn't need to check the passport. The passport's recorded digitally. Absolutely fine. It was actually quite quick getting through. Surprisingly quick flying into Luton Airport last night, to be honest. I got to the bit where normally there's huge numbers of people waiting. There was nobody. I was like, oh, great. So, yeah, e-gates work. But it's bullshit that he's going, oh, well, we're... And the way, again, absolute rubbish. And the quote from the Foreign Office, a Foreign Office wonk, actually had to correct him and had to correct the cabinet on this later. That's been revealed. And then Kat Kittle, what a name, that's genuinely her name, Kat Kittle, who is the permanent secretary to the Cabinet Office, had to say this: the availability of e-gates for British citizens remains at the discretion of individual EU member states. That is not a guaranteed outcome of this deal, and presenting it as such is a distortion designed for political credit. This is coming from... I tell you what, even the civil service have had enough of this bullshitting bollocker, haven't they? Starmer needs to stop lying, because everything he says is bullshit and a lie. To me, to you, to the country, to his own party, to his activists, to everyone. He probably lies to himself. He probably tells himself that he's a half-decent human being when he's not. But the lies keep coming thick and fast. Maybe perhaps, possibly, it's the sort of thing he likes to do when he's lying there abed with maybe, who knows, randomly, a young Ukrainian chap, like pillow talking or something. Who knows? But probably wearing his gimp suit at the time. Boris summed that up, But this despicable piece of human dross, stop lying, especially when you get found out. Thanks very much. Bye.